All right, well, I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. Let me see here. Okay. Whoops. I forget I have this on sometimes. All right. Once again, I'm a glutton for punishment. I got to go through these ads. So be patient with me. Hey, Bill. Hey, RV, Sonia, how are you? All right. We're slowly bringing this together. I can't do much more with this part down here. I got to do the fishy. All right. Okay. What you see down below is Payne's Gray. It's black. Actually, what is this thing? What is it called? It's called Mars Black. It's actually black with a wee bit of, probably like a wee bit of blue. But as you can see, it's a very inky consistency. And the dog is in the living room. It's inky consistency, okay? I need it like this to do the inking. I'm using a script liner. This is like the old school way they used to do comic books. Thicker brush though. This method, which they hardly ever do, really. So, yeah. Oh, Sonia, this is Bill. He used to be a drummer at a church I used to play at in Tucson, Arizona, many moons ago, and I was also part of a quartet group that himself and 4 other brothers were in. Yeah, happy times, good times there. You know, but what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna ink Mr. Fishy in, and it depends on my energy level. I may continue on and just color the thing. Who knows? Who knows? But right now, I'm gonna try not to stain up the thing. Okay, I am going by a photo reference. Also, hopefully, I know this is pretty much dry. The water might not be, so I might end up staining it, who knows. But because this is so large and I'm on this kind of a vertical plane here. All right. Hey, Jessica, I see you. My photo reference is on the tablet, so the phone is on the it's over here, so I would have to turn my head and look and reply to you guys. But we're gonna start the inking process here. All right, and now what I'll do as I'm inking, I will ink moving my whole arm. Okay. So like I say, who knows how long it's going to take for me to knock this out, but like I say, I will do this. Right about there, it ends there. But as I'm doing this, I'll chat with you and everything, go through the process. Hopefully I don't mess up too bad. I don't know if all this is dry. It's pretty tacky, I can tell. All right, so I'm gonna have to be careful. I'll try to keep my hand in the body of the fish here. But it pretty much is gonna go pretty much like this, what you see me doing right now. Okay, like I said, I have to be quite careful. And be aware of the line weight and all of that. A lot of the fish is shaded in deep black or blackish blue, but you'll see as this all comes together here. Now, when it comes to the final inking, or what I'm doing right now, of the fish, then I'll put in the extra details that are needed for this animal. This is why you see me putting in the spikes and all of that. Like so. And when you do stuff like this, you just got to kind of relax. Go with the flow with it. And I'm generally going to do the outline of them before I go inside. Okay, because by the time I'm done with it, it will have dried. The only medium that I'm using is water, because once again, I just want this stuff to dry. All right. Don't worry about the little crisscross strokes over here. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about nothing like that, because it's all going to be darkened in anyway. So you'll see, trust me. I have to look at the palm of my hand to make sure I don't kind of mess things up too bad. I think I'll do it like that. I'm looking at it. There's not really much of a black highlight past where you see that. All right, I'm looking. I'm gonna continue to check it out, stare, look, make sure I got things right. All right, I'll move on here. So as I'm looking at the fish, once again, what I'm doing is moving my whole arm. It gets a smoother line, but I also have to be mindful that some of my painting isn't really completely dry. That's because of the glycerin, so I have to just be mindful of that. Why am I using such a thin brush? It's for the extra detail that's going to come with this. Okay. So I really just gotta kind of watch what I'm doing and be careful. Just like that. And I'll keep at it. I got to do it per fin, per part, the whole 9 yards here. Just like that. Some of it will also be highlighted in white, but that's further in the detailing. Okay. Now, while I'm doing this and I'm under here, I might as well do the back part of his little knobby scales here. Tuna have these little nodules back here. So while I'm doing it, I might as well get it done. And I'm doing only half. The other half is the color of the fish itself. So I'm actually doing a little bit of what you would call just the pre-shading part of it. All right. Anything that's dark, I will Once again, this will all come together. It might not make sense to you right now. And I've been doing stuff like this for a while. When it comes to black and white art, I've been doing it for a minute. So this is like old school week here. He's got a very unusual tail fin. And I'll probably just, I'll just do a little bit right here for the back end. And I'll stop right about, maybe I'll just keep it going just here and here. Maybe I'll just keep it like that. You're not gonna see really too much over here. All right, underneath here, all of this is, there's no black involved at all. Okay. All right, let's go for this guy's front pectorial fin, which is that thing. We'll deal with that right now. Underneath is relatively dark. I gotta be careful here. Under here, pretty dark under there. All right, I'll just darken it. Now this is not India ink. This is actually watered down paint, and it's just water and acrylic. And once again, once it sets, it does dry fairly quickly, even though it's watered down. There's no other medium in it, just the water itself. And plus I'm painting on canvas, so canvas has got texture, little bits and pits in it and all of that. So now I could have used a thick paint, which would have covered it and dried and would have been extremely opaque, and I'd have been done with it. But no, it would take even longer to do unless I used a broader brush, but then I would sacrifice a lot of detail. So you kind of got to do a trade-off. All right, basically. And I gotta also remember that I'm painting at a vertical angle, so I gotta be careful about how much water to use also. So, but feel free to chat with me. You're not gonna mess me up or anything. Now his dorsal fin, which is the fin on the top, has some slight shading. I'm gonna have to freehand this. I'm gonna have to be careful here and watch where I place my my wrist. And what I'm doing is painting the shaded part. When I get to doing the actual coloring of the fish, it will most likely be a series of glazes, but it's not going to be the glycerin glaze like you would think. I might have to go to my traditional glaze. Be surprised how much detail actually goes into a drawing until you see it actually done, you know. Okay, where am I at here? Once again, I'm just primarily concentrating on where the dark is on the fish. Okay. Yes, this unusual looking fish pretty much has like 2 sets of gills. A very unusual looking guy. Be careful around his mouth. Now, around his mouth is fairly dark. Now see, I just rubbed my hands over the paint, but I felt it, so I rubbed it off my hand. But it was right here, so I'm just gonna put a little thicker paint there. Like I said, it'll dry. There. Okay, where am I at here? All right, I'm just gonna have to come up closer and just be very careful where I place my hand. Oh, I did it again, but it's okay. I'll just leave it there and just continue on here. Now keep in mind that I am painting on canvas, not smooth canvas. This is the normal canvas with the pits in it. So basically, I just got to be just be careful, really. Okay. Like that. Hey, Travel Dreamer, how are you? It's good to see you. Yep, it's actually time to do the fishy. The corner of his mouth here is pretty dark, right where the hook is going, right in here. As I'm doing this and I'm talking to you guys, I'm thinking about, now I got some glaze, well, it's not glaze, it's actually medium, but it's iridescent medium, like fingernail polish. And I can actually mix it in with the paint and put it over the body. So it would look, you know, according to the light, it would just look really, really cool. But it's an actual acrylic medium, but it's just iridescent. So I'm thinking about maybe just mixing the paint with that. I'm using the tip of the brush. I'm going to place my hand. I'll just brace my hand here. Just like that. And I'm still looking. Okay. Now right by his pectorial fin here, comes in at a point, and then out comes in, just like that. Okay. All right. First one. So I'm pretty sure it goes like so. He's got another one coming out that way, but he's got a shaded cleft right in there. He's got a little something hanging out there like that. Whew. Okay. I'm still looking, just looking. Make sure I got all the certain details that you just got to put in there. Hey, Cat, how you doing? Oh yes, the tuna, buddy. Which reaches up to 800 pounds, so it's a whole lot of fish. Is painting a perfect circle of pain? Yes. CAD Pro pretty much does what I do. What I'm doing right now is you know, the pen and ink side of things. Now, with such a thin brush that I have, okay, sometimes if your brush isn't really in good shape, it'll get caught on those tiny little hairs and it'll start flicking, something you really don't want. But it does happen. Got me. That's okay. Yeah, it got me. It's all right. If I make too much of a mess, I can always clean it up because it's still tacky. So. I'm still looking at it here. Now we have some, as you can see by the lines, we have some fading to do on this, and we will get that underway also. So we'll get that all set. Okay. And while I'm thinking about it, I will start to kind of add in a little bit of, I'm just thinking right now of what to do here. I'll add a little white right there, a little bit more right there. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of, you know what? I think I'm going to play with some turquoise, because it's a weird kind of grayish turquoise white color for the fish. So we're gonna do that blend right in here. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a smaller brush. Let's hope this brush is kind of flexible enough. We're going to find out right now. I will dip such a thin brush into some water here. All right. And let me get a nice kind of yeah, I'll put it right here. You guys can see it. Okay. And we'll mix a little turquoise in that. Pop some black in there. So we'll get a mix, something like this in there. I want it a wee bit more black so I can get some more gray in there. So, you know, we're doing a bunch of color mixing here. There we go. Okay. That's somewhat what I'm looking for. Okay, this I'm doing it here. I'm looking, I'm thinking. As I'm doing it and I'm looking at it, I'm going to get a little bit of terracotta, and I'll put it right here, somewhere out of the way. There's a little bit of that brown in there, like that. Get a little bit more, mix it in there. You'd be surprised how much you have to mix to get that blend in there, just like that. Now you can see the difference in color here. Okay. So if you're ever, you're not sure, just, pick a spot and just mix it in there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna get some water in there, make it a little watery so I can, some of the black can show through a little bit. I just gotta make sure that black is somewhat dry enough up in here. Okay. And we're about to find out right now, because I'm about to color it in right now. It may or may not be, we'll see. I think we're okay. Why did I add water? Because it makes it transparent. And it will still dry. As I'm doing it, also I'm making sure that I don't have, all them streak marks in it. Don't need the streak mark. As it dries, you'll see some of that black in there, so don't worry. And if you don't, you can always return it, that black in there. Okay. Now I'm going to leave it alone, let it dry, and then come back. All right, that's how you do that. Okay, underneath, he's got some of that brownish stuff happening. I'll put it in this watery mix here. No, I understand about the day job deal. Sometimes, you know, they say in the church, a quote from the good book. They say, you know, the spirit is willing and the mind is the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. So I kind of know what you're talking about. Now this black fades into the color that I'm about to do here. Okay. That black will fade into this. All right, and you'll see as I keep moving along here. Once again, it's got the terracotta mixed in with this ultramarine grayish color. All right, and so basically I'm just blocking in color for right now. We'll do the color matching and all that, or the fine tuning of the color as we move along. Because I got the little tiny fish bones to put in there, which is just a lighter version of what you're looking at me do right now. Now, since I'm putting in these fins and they're this color, obviously the rest of the body isn't as dark as the fins. You got me? Okay. All right. I'm going to get a little tinge of white, just a slight bit. White is opaque, so I'm going to use a little bit of water, loosen that up, make it a little transparent. Okay. And you got to remember, when it's underwater, it's going to take the color of what I'm going to put under the water here. And remember, gray in its whatever form you got is a neutral color, so it's very accepting of other colors. All right, so you know, keep that in mind also. All right, we're gonna go even lighter underneath here. Okay, even lighter. Get some water. We'll thin it out. I'll just place it right here. So we got some watered down hue of what I just made, and we're gonna come under here. And it's just gonna be a lighter version of what we're doing as far as the color is concerned. All right, okay, I can probably still take this brush and do it, but I'm gonna do it with the script liner. Is that I'm gonna color in those little nodules he got on his tail. Okay, so I might as well get, like I say, a lot of this done already while I'm, you know, thinking about it, and while I got enough of the mix of paint. I'm going back with this darker gray in here. I'm just twirling the brush around. Okay, we're gonna come here and we're gonna add his little gray nodules in here. Put them right in there. This might be, who knows, some people might find this fascinating. Some people might find this utterly teeth-pullingly annoying. You know. Remember, what I'm doing here will be underwater. And if you haven't noticed, well, you guys can't see it yet until I pan out. But I did fix the mountain over here. And as it dries, it still looks like it belongs in the water. Okay. And the rock down below I've also fixed. All right. Okay. Alrighty. Let's continue on with the festivities here. Some of that terracotta mixed in with my black. Cool. All right, let's start adding details of the fins in here. Nice little line stripes. Just like that, I'll kind of get some more ink. It's actually paint, not really ink, but you know. Just to make it look like it's a little cartilage-like bones of the fins. All right. And right here, they're like a turn. You'll see it. Just like that. Now you might not see it very clear, very well, but it is in there. Like so. Okay. He's got some of those. Actually, they're actually in reverse. I have to go into this light gray here. Like this. So they're in reverse. They're lighter here on this fin. Sometimes there are details that you might not even pay attention to or even notice, but they are in there. I'm gonna mix that gray on the brush with a little bit of this dark color here. Just like that. Let's mix, here, we'll go back into this color. And we're gonna put that. I gotta be careful. I'll take this color, warm it into that black a little bit. Mix it in there a little bit. Like that. Okay. And you just let it dry. I'm going to take a tiny bit of this black. Ugh, tacky. Tacky. I'm just tapping it there. I'm gonna take the another brush and I'll kind of pat it down in there. So actually, I'm just placing the paint in there. there's like a little bit of shading in between this little fin area there. I'll take a dry brush. I'll take a dry rigger brush. And see, you just tap it. And basically I'm just destroying that hard edge. Watch what I'm going to do when I get done tapping all this in there. Now, I'll take a little bit of water, a little bit of white, kind of put it in there. This is kind of a delicate thing to do here. I'll get some gray, put some of that gray in there. I don't want it completely white. Roll it up pretty good, like this. All right, and then we'll come up here and we'll slightly in front of the slightly in front of the black. Get a little more white, a little more water. Loosen up the paint, but sometimes I may have to thicken it. I wanted to kind of stick there. Once again, I'll add a little gray in there. Don't want it completely white. Okay. I hope you're feeling better. I appreciate you letting me know. So these are little raised areas. All right. We have some more of this right underneath the fins a little bit, but these are like almost in between the dark. So actually what we'll do this. We'll kind of shade this in a little bit. And then we'll take it. There it is, right in between those black lines there. Okay. I'll just take a dry brush and just kind of pat it a little bit. Now, I'm going to take a flat brush. Actually, let me wait till that dry a little bit before I continue on with that. Okay, we got this. We got that. We got that. We got these happening. Well, you know what? Hold on. We can add a little love over there too. So we'll just take some paint right there like this. And we're going to go don't have to brighten everything. Just a little bits, little parts of it. All right. Almost like the light's hitting it down there. Just like so. Okay. All right. We can probably tease a little bit of that on these little knobby things here. Just like the light's kind of hitting over. Now remember, we're going back over this whole ocean on the bottom with blue, green, or something. We'll be going over it again. So this gray you see will take on the color from whatever I put on top. All right, so once again, hashtag don't panic. We're good. I promise we're good. Okay, I think we're good here. Let's get a flat brush of some sort. I had a pretty decent, well, I'll use this one. This is good enough. Okay, now there's enough room here where you can see what I'm about to do. All right, I'm gonna we're gonna do what we call, I'll get some right here. And this is like, let's get some water here. Now I gotta be mindful how I'll darken the corner a little bit there. What I want is a gentle fade of color, going from dark, and it just kind of fades out. So now this got some, I don't want that. That is what I was scared of. I don't want that happening. Let's reel those back in. Okay, so I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna generally follow the path of the fish here. Follow the path of the fish all the way down, and it kind of continues on right down here. And it disappears like that. All right, time to do it again. Look at that for a fade, huh? Pretty neat, right? Now I'm gonna take a little bit of water. I'm gonna rinse off the brush real quick, and we're gonna get rid of some of that. We'll make all that disappear. Actually, I should have used a wider brush, but that's all right. Because if you did it too strong, don't worry about it. Get some tissue, wipe it away. It'll come off. Don't worry. Because it's still wet and all of that, so don't worry about that. Now a wider brush would have given you a stronger effect. And if I got like too much on, I can kind of get rid of it. So I'm not really worried about that. Just wipe it away. I'll get the, well, that's all right. I'll get it going again. I do need a wider brush. I should have used a wider brush. That was kind of my bad. I'll correct it with this. Get some water. This is a wider brush, and all I need really is let me get this tissue. Let's wipe this off, and we'll show you again. It's been a while since I did the single stroke thing, but you're better with a wider brush, and you'll see in 1 second here. Because you can't have none on the bottom edge. And we'll do it again. Already press it in there. See, it's dark on one edge. It kind of fades out. Kind of just fades out. And we'll continue here, and it goes into a point. You just angle your brush. It just glides on, you know. And now simply just let it dry. Now I'm going to, there's another, we got another batch of dark. So once again, let me just wipe this off. And we'll do it again, another batch. Now that covered the whole thing. That's not what you want. So let's clean this brush off. We're gonna do it again. Just the tip of the brush. The tip of one side, just like that. And then we'll just kind of do one of those numbers there. All right, there's another one slightly above the eye, and it kind of follows the gills. So slightly above the eye, it follows the gills, and it comes on down like that. Boom. All right, I want it a little darker than that. So go back into the paint, rub. Like this, and it kind of follows the gills, like so. Follows the gills. Come on now. And well, I'll pop a quick one right in there like that. All right. Now wait until you see the effect once I add the other colors into it. Now I like the way that looks so much, and plus I'm using the thick paint, so that's how I'm getting that effect. And once again, it's right on the tip of the brush. So we're gonna do this over again, but watch what happens. Got thick black paint this time. Bring it on around, bring it on around. Get it out of there. Okay, and it's dark, and it's gonna disappear. Turn the brush, turn the brush, turn the brush. Nice little line right there. Now, if I want it gradual, more than that, let's clean it off the brush here. Now, actually, if I knew better, I would leave good enough alone, but I don't know better. I'll keep doing it until I get the gradation fade I want. There we go. Come on, come to Papa. Bring it down. I will keep doing it until I get what I need. It's getting there. It's getting there. Okay. Alrighty then. But I like it coming above that eye, so let's get a little bit more of this. Just like that. Because it's coming above the eye. Come above the eye, and then it does one of those numbers like that. Okay. Gotta have that above the eye. And once again, I just wipe that off like that. Don't worry about none of this. I'll make that disappear. It's alright. Okay. Now, up under his, well, let's go here and we kind of smooth that out like that. We'll thin that out a little bit, and we'll kind of blend that. We'll bring it down here. Now, he's a little darker under here. I'll just take some of this black, a little bit of this blue in that black. We'll just kind of mix it right in here like that. We'll water it down a tad like this. Water it down a little bit more. Now underneath, Why is it doing that? Get out of there. Now, underneath in here, remember, it's going to be water under here. So we'll kind of but under here, we're underwater. So underneath this fin, darken that a little bit. Don't worry about the pre-paint you see under here. That actually helps. You're good. Now, the streaks that you see will disappear. Because as you know, this acrylic stuff dries. It as she dries, it spreads. Okay, so don't worry about that. I'm going to get a little bit of black, just a little bit, and we're going to come up. I'll turn it around up under here. We'll get a kind of underbelly right there, just like that. Keep it. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's go into, well, she's not really completely dry yet. So we'll take some of this. Just like that. We got a little bit under here. So we'll take some of that color and bring it under here. But see how the fish is starting to form and flesh out here? Okay. Okay, series of grays. Okay. Basically, it's just me double loading the brush and just doing a lot of fading. I'll keep repeating until I get what I want. Okay, very subtle, very subtle. Get a little touch of this blue gray. Up under here. Gotta have a little more blue. But I think you guys can see how she's starting to kind of fill out and do its thing here. All right, I must have marked it over here. Didn't mean that. I'll make that disappear. It's all right. If you make little errors, see, you just rub it, rub a dub, scub. All right, now I will get some more blue than gray, or more blue than black, a little stronger blue. Get a little touch of black in there, but more blue. All right. And just underneath here, underneath his belly, up under here. And we're going to add that kind of a trailing shadow. This trailing shadow will kind of tell you where the bottom part of the fish is, quite frankly. Kind of go underneath the fin, follow the curve of said creature. Right up under here. Let's get some more of that. Now the darkness and the other colors that are here will help you, aid you in this. Now I'm gonna get just a small amount of water. Come by this fin here and just kind of color it in like so. And you can always kind of smooth it. Up under here. Keep in mind now, what I'm doing here underneath the water will be covered by it will be covered by blue or blue-green. Okay. Yeah. Basically, really, you just now see, I'm just softening that edge a little bit, and I'll just keep going in that curve. And just keep going at it. Okay. And just keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. All right. I think I am going to add a little bit of that iridescent stuff, but before I go on with that, let's add a little terracotta here. I'll put it right in here. And let's put the terracotta inside the fish's mouth. Like so. Let's add a little bit of black to that terracotta. Angle it, angle it, angle that inside corner. Just like that. All right, see how easy you can get that done? See that? I can go a little harder with the black and terracotta. Like so. So it actually looks like you can put a hook in his mouth. You follow me? All right. Okie dokie then. Before I go on, I'm gonna use this same brush. I'm gonna get a little bit of the turquoise. I'll put the turquoise right in here. Probably a little hint of black in that turquoise. Okay, right here. Just like that. Yeah. Well, no, hold on. Let's get a little white in that turquoise there. And we're gonna put this right above. A little bit. We'll tease some of that here on top. We'll kind of pop a bit right here. Pop a bit right here. I could probably deal with that being a little bit brighter. Not totally getting rid of the turquoise, but just make the white spot a little bit brighter. And right here it is. It is right at the very end of the pectoral fin, right in there. All right. Okay. actually, we'll kind of put it in there like that, little stripe there. We can add some of that in here too. But you got to curve it. Curve it here. We're going to come on around and kind of curve it in there like so. Okay. All right. We got some more in here. And we're going to kind of bring it out here a little bit. We're going to bring some here. Give it a couple of stripes here. Some wiggles in there like that. All right, and we're gonna come out here, almost gonna look like kind of like chrome. Okay, pop a little bit of that up in there like that. Okay, now I will clean a lot of that off. Let's remove this for a second. Let's clean this up. Thank you, Travel. I appreciate it. Ouch. All right, Jessica, are you still with us? How you feeling over there? Doesn't have to be perfectly clean. Okay, here's the iridescent medium. I gotta be kind of careful with it. Now this is just, let's see if it's got a protective cap on it. Yes, it does. Gotta be a little careful with this. Now this really doesn't have any color per se, but it's like I say, it's like glazed over. It's like fingernail polish, but you can put colors in it. Okay, so I'll get a little bit in here. Now you're not going to be able to really see the iridescence because of camera and well, you might. You can kind of see it already. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of this turquoise, a little touch of turquoise there. All right. Okay. We'll take, you know what, I'll play around with the filbert a little bit, because I want to kind of make some of the blue iridescent. So I'll take a little bit of blue, put it right in this iridescent stuff, mix it right in there like that, and instantly it turns into this kind of fingernail polish like stuff here. Okay. All right. Yes, you can mix it with water, and you see these little sparkle things happening with it there. And that's basically what it's doing. Okay. And then we'll just kind of. Now there we go. It's translucent, so, but I can see it. I see it happening there. So just like that. We're mixing it right in with some of that black. Like so, and I'll rub some of that here. Now you're not going to be able to see it on camera, but it's like, think of fingernail polish with the sparkly stuff on the fingernail polish. This is pretty much the same thing. All right, that's basically what I'm doing. And once again, it's kind of I can see it. I can see it sparkling, but it's it's a glaze. Okay, it's a colored glaze. Got a little bit of the blue in there. All right, but yeah, I can see a little bit of that going. I can see the little sparkles happening there. But that's basically what it's doing. All right. I really don't need too much of it because I'm just glazing over the fish at this point. And glaze, it's a different type of medium here. So I can go into the black and kind of smooth out things a bit. like so. Now watch what I'm going to do here, because now we're going to work with a series of grays. Okay. So once again, I'll put the spray here because I really don't want to spray over that stuff, and I'll just take my towel and I'll just kind of wipe it away like this, so I don't have to kind of wreck what I already got down there. All right, it's like painting with glitter because I still see bits of shine there, but you know what, it's all good. Let's take some Mars Black. We'll put a dot of Mars Black right here. That's kind of too much of a dot, but that's all right, we'll work with it. It's all good. All right, I need titanium white, because once again, this glaze that you see, it is transparent. It's really no color. Okay, that's why you can introduce colors in it. Okay. All right, just because it's white doesn't mean it's going to come on white. It will not. Let's get a little bit of black. Let's get a lot of white. We'll just put it right here. More white. There we go. Much more white. Even more white than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep playing around with the white till I get the white or the gray I'm looking for. It has to be very light, and this isn't cutting it, but that's okay. I just need I need more white in that light gray that you see. No problem, just add more white. So we'll add the white, we'll put the white right here. It's kind of much, but that's all right. So I'll take all of this white and we'll put it right here. It should give me the lightness I need, something like that. I take the iridescent stuff, okay, and we'll just mix it right in there, just like that. Just mix it like so. Okay, all right. Now I'll take this iridescent stuff, which has got the gray in it, and right where it's pretty much white, we'll slap the shiny stuff in there. Just like so. I'll put some up here, and we'll start fading and having a good time with it. Right up in here. Whatever I want to kind of shine, I'll just leave white. Okay. But we're gonna kind of put some of this gray in spots. Come up in here. Get some more. I'm looking at certain areas, certain spots there where I can kind of get away with adding all of this. Underneath here. Now it's got the iridescent paint and it's kind of on the gray side, so, and see, you can blend this stuff, smooth out certain areas. And I'm going with the curvature of the fish itself. All right. Like I said, you're not going to really see the little sparkles and stuff happening, but they are there. Oh yeah, it would. Actually, yeah, it would. But like I say, I don't want to add it all over the place. So I'm kind of choosing my battles here. I'm still looking, still checking things out here. We're going to take some white, just straight titanium white, right on the tip of the brush here. No medium or anything, just straight titanium white. It is just going to make a quick shine in spots. That fish usually have. But you see how those little accent lines, how it works? And to find out the shine of an object, you look at it and where you see the peak at. Stuff like that. Right along the back here, real thin. Okay, a little wetness there. Stuff like that. Okay. A little bit of something right up in there. Okay. All right, we got one more thing to do. Now, I didn't think I would actually almost complete this fish, but it is getting there. I'm going to add a little touch of water and black, a little watered down black there, and it is watered down. And we're going to kind of come up under here. Now you have more of a shadow depth to his tail under there. All right, so now he even looks bigger because when you put the color in there, it brings his tail that much further back. You got me? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just looking at certain things here. Okay. Still looking at things here. And I'm just glazing out some black. Now remember, when it dries and I add that water in here, whatever is underneath the water will appear to be, well, underneath the water, and that will be even further back, so it makes it even bigger fish. All right. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's take a bit of this and let's give him a darken that part there. Okay. All right, I'm still looking. Okay. If you guys want to see what this looks like, I'll pan it out. All right, that's what she's looking like so far. Ugh. Okay. Now remember, I gotta add, I'll probably do it with a palette knife, add the splashes. And then there's little bits of, even in front of here, there's splashes there. And I'll add the shadow to the splash, and then we got the white water line here. But before that, we're gonna color this and correct some of the glare here. Okay, I can probably correct some of that now because it's mostly dry. All right. Okay, we can probably do a little bit of that. Why not? I'll take a raggedy brush. I'll go into this. Well, this kind of, is this iridescent? No. I'll just come in here. I'll just kind of pull my brush. This is dry. There's nothing on it really. Okay, and I'll take this gray. Remember, gray is an inviting color. Okay. And I'll just lightly kind of, can you guys even see it? No, because my big head is in the way. I'll put it over here somewhere. I'll just stand back. And so what I'll do is I'll just lightly, very lightly, because remember it's going to be covered over with another color. I'll just kind of lightly, very lightly, just kind of help this out a little bit. Let's get that out of there. Now remember, this will be colored in with another color. You can still see the fish behind that. Okay. And you'll still really see the fish behind it once a darker color gets painted over that. So once again, hashtag do not panic. Very lightly, I'll just come here very lightly and just bring it down. The striations, this is where you want the striations. Okay, just like that. All right, don't worry about this up top. You don't know actually where the lights come out. You don't know if it's coming right in front of our face or it's further back. You just don't know. This one more or less is coming right in front of our face, right in front of the mountain there. Same thing with this guy. So these two might be a little bit brighter, so I might do it with a little titanium white. There's some thin ones back here. Okay, and I'll just take it, just rub it. See, I'll do a streak here like that, and I'll just kind of, it brings it back some. All right, there's a light one right here, way back here, real light, real light. I'll just keep doing it until I can barely see it make out something back there. Rub that away. I'll come back up, real light, real light. There's still paint coming up off this thing, real light. You guys probably see it back there. Nice little faint one. But as long as it's lighter than what you got on here, okay, it will show. You got me? But it's behind this rock here. It's behind the rock. Okay. All right. Let's get a little bit more. See, when I'm usually done and know that I'm done with certain things, then I'll start to kind of help myself here to a little bit of finessing. Let's make this disappear. All right. Okay. Thank you, Travel Dreamer. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's get some if I got some, yeah, I got some here. Let's get some titanium white. We'll kind of play with the ones that are more or less in the front. I'll coat this brush. This is all beat up brush. This is nothing but dry brush. Okay, right here, this guy's pretty much in front of us, very, very lightly, extremely light. Just travel it down, boom. Very light, just travel it. And I'm gonna go outside the edge a little bit just to smooth it over. Like I say, it's just a light beam. And I'm dry brushing, so. And I want this to kind of stand out anyway. Just like that. You still see the fish there. But this light beam is pretty much on the top up there. So it won't be really that bright once I put the other colors there, but I need to let people know this guy is like right here. Same thing here. It is right on top, right there, like that. Okay, and I'll get a little bit of stuff happening on the sides there with this, so it's not really super sharp. I'll kind of blur out its edges a little bit. I'll flatten this brush back out again. This is one of these brushes that have been more or less battle worn. All right, it's been beat down a little while. And then very lightly, I'll kind of mist out that edge just a little bit there. Okay. So at least you got two of these guys right dead in front. Okay. These fellas are in the back. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, well, no. Keep him back there. He's all right. I'm just creating one right here. I'll just create one right here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Now you've got different light beams of different intensities back there. I remember when I put dark blue or dark green or dark whatever under here. Okay. Obviously the top of this is going to be darker than down below, because it's just going to be another wash, okay, of color under here. All right, you'll still see the schools of fish, but everything will be a lot more subdued, except 1, 2, and 3. They'll stick out a little bit more. All right, and things look better with odd numbers. All right, but we do have our 3, 2, and 3. This one will be subdued. Okay, as you'll see once I put the colors in there. Okay. All righty. All right. Well, before I claim to say that this is actually done, I got to put a hook in his mouth. Okay. Oh, I didn't put it in this one. All right. Thought I did, but I didn't. Okay. It's all right. All right, I'm just taking some black here. I just, once again, just got to be careful where I'm at here. And what angle do I want this hook? Let's do it up this way, like this. Ugh. Nerve-wracking. Let's let that dry for a second, okay? Because we're not entirely done as of yet. Yellow ochre. This fish does have stripes. We'll pop the yellow ochre. Yeah, right in there like that. I'll probably, no, maybe not. Let's see, do I got some of that medium left? Of course I don't. Oh, I'm sorry, yes I do. There it is, right here, right in front of my face. We'll put some of that medium in there like that. Let's get some more medium, put it in there, just like so. Okay. Okay. I hope I'm not boring you guys to sleep here. All right. Here we go. Concentrate on that curve. Okay. I could put a little black in that to darken it. Maybe just a little touch. And slap a little bit more of that iridescent stuff in there. A little more. I just want to deepen the color a little bit. Make sure you stick with the turn. Stick with that turn. You stick with that turn. Just like that. All right, make sure you just stick with that turn. Let's take some white here. Nothing but pure titanium white. And this white placed here like this actually brings this fin right up at you. You follow me? Okay. You see that? Do, 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 do. All I'm just twirling the brush around a little bit. All right. Okay. Let's take a little bit of ochre. We'll put it right here. I know I don't have much iridescent stuff left, but it's all right. We'll lighten up the ochre a little. Just like that. Probably a little lighter than that. I gotta find me a spot where it's pretty dry so I can place my hands. And here we go. All right. We're almost there, because like I said, I don't want to keep you guys here all night. Actually, this session is, believe it or not, is going faster than my last couple of sessions. All right. Okay. Still looking. I probably can get away with some more black in here, maybe, but I think it might look fine the way it is. Let's get, gonna have to cheat. I'm gonna have to cheat. Shh. I'm gonna have to cheat. I gotta cheat. Sorry. I hope I can get away with it, or the cheating wouldn't be no good. Of course, that was ridiculous of me. There we go. Yes, the fishing line. Now, if I can't put this is a permanent marker. If I can't do it, I'm gonna have to do it with the paintbrush. But at least I got the guide. All right. And I gotta wipe this off. Wipe the paint off the. So I'm going to do it with a paintbrush. I mean, at least I got it there. All right. But it's not, obviously, it's not thick enough. Therefore, let's get a nice flat brush that keeps a very decent edge. Go into our black. Alrighty then. And let's see how steady my hands are. Ain't that something? Don't ask me to do it twice though. Oh boy, you gotta love it. All right. But it's not over yet. I still gotta put a highlight line in there. So let's get some white. Looks like I had to do it twice anyway, right? Well, it's not really white, huh? It's got that gold stuff in it, but it's all right. The white line does not have to exactly follow every inch of this thing. I gotta really rub this brush to make sure it gives me some kind of a tight line, because I really don't want to mess it up at this stage. This line might be a little too thick also. I'll kind of put some up here. Actually, it will probably make more sense to put it by his face, because you really don't see it there. Right about in here. Something like that. I'll put a little glint of something there on that hook. Okay. Now actually you can see that. All right. You're not gonna see it here, but you can see a little bit of it there. Okay. Now, oh yeah, this fish is on the dinner plate. You could probably feed a family of 30, but yeah, it's on the dinner plate, man. This fish is history. And none of his little cousins gives a rip. They're just going on like sucks to be you, and just keep on swimming. Okay. All right. You know, I keep looking at it and I keep messing with things when I know I should stop, but you know, I you know, a natural glutton for punishment. Okay, we just want to darken this a little bit, and all I'm doing really is just adding a little more depth to this guy. A little bit under there. It is just me really accentuating depth for this fella. That's all. Actually, a little darker there, buddy. Just a little more depth, that's all. That's all. Just like that. Jessica got jokes. Okay. I think it's really that's about it for tonight. I don't really want to push it. I could start on the wash for this, but I'll let it really just dry. Okay. Saturday, I don't think I have really too much going on. I might do something with this earlier on Saturday, maybe. Okay, I don't know yet. I've yet to decide that. Don't know. But what I can do is tighten up his little fishy lips. I'll just take a little bit of water, a little bit of this black paint. It's just a spot. I gotta do it. I just gotta find a spot that's not too wet. because what's supposed to be black, I want it black. All right, I'll leave it be. I've been told that I should add more purple in the clouds there. Also, they think it might be a little too dark, but I really don't want it too light. So maybe tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be it. Tomorrow, all I have to do is darken the water, then add the ocean line, add the splash of this porous sap getting hung up, and really that's it. I might put a little purple something in there, and then that's it. I'll give this a total wash, put the line in there, the waves, and I think really that's about it. I gotta add, little micro bubbles in there, but that's nothing. Really, I think tomorrow's it, guys, and this thing will be done. And I'll take a photo. I'll take a photo of it tonight, and because I think this is like step 5 on Facebook. This is step 4 on YouTube. Okay. Oh yeah, she'll be done tomorrow. Yeah, she'll be done tomorrow. It'll be finished. I really don't have to do any more to the fish. I mean, as you guys can see right now, it looks like it's apparently jumping out of the page because there's nothing here to, it looks like it's way in front of what you see here. All right, which is a good thing. That means I did something right, because that's what it appears to look like to me when I look at it on my TV screen. Okay, so apparently, like I say, I think I did something right. All right, as long as it doesn't look flat, and it does not. What gives it even more depth is because the tail's in shadow. It's dry also. Acrylic dries just notoriously fast. So this gives it more depth. It brings all of this out. It's highlighted pretty much here. Okay, yeah, you got your little dots, but it's really getting highlighted right here around his mouth and the lower section here by his fin there. Okay. So I think I pretty much did, and plus I sold the image of the bend. Okay, all right. Yeah, I got his little backbone thing sticking out back there, but it is a tuna. Okay, enough of me yakking. I think once again that's about it. I'll take a picture of this thing and yeah, I think that's the last part. Water, the wave, bubbles, purple in the cloud, sign my name. Even the lights here, these will come out looking pretty decent once I give the total wash and everything. So, and it probably might be a couple coats of that, because once I'm done with that, then once I add the white and whatever, and all the splash and everything, it'll give more movement to the piece. All right, well, that's it for tonight. Guys, I appreciate you. Yeah, well, I think what it is really is it's the shading, how to get it to still look convincing, like the fish is turning, so. But yeah, I think I may have pulled that off, particularly with the aid of the darkness in here. All right, so yeah, and plus with his highlight hitting here instead of up on top, we get to shade that in darkness there, so. Okay guys, thank you very much. I do appreciate you. Obviously I'll make a thumbnail for this video, and then I'll post the image on Facebook. And like I say, in a perfect world, all goes well. Tomorrow should be the last day. Oh, you got here way late. Diana, you got here way late. Yeah. But what I did essentially is I just did more of the I just tightened up the rays underneath here. Okay, I did the complete fish. Because I took the tape off, and I just used Mars Black and ultramarine green and black, and did the fish. Showed them how to do the one stroke blend for blending and everything. Then the ochre, I got iridescent paint on here. I might do that. I might put another coat because iridescent paint is clear. So I may just tomorrow take the iridescent paint and just glaze this whole fish. Probably not the top, but I will glaze all this fish in iridescent medium. It's actually iridescent. Here, I'll show you. It's just iridescent medium. Okay. So basically, it's just acrylic clear fingernail polish with the sparkly stuff in it. So I think I'll do the whole fish in this. All right, at least part of it back up from up here, maybe to his fin here, where the shine is. I'll go that far with it and let it dry. Like I said, it's clear, so it'll just be sparkly. All right, can't do it really much underneath where the water line is going to be, but it will be completed. All right, I'll add purple here. I'll add the total finishing glaze down here. Add the bubbles, add the waves, the splash, and sign it. It will be a done deal. So, yeah, I've seen a little bit of your show also, Diana, when you were doing your crafts. I've seen the wreath. Then you went on to something else, and then something else, and then I had to go on here. So, when is my next live stream? My next live stream, well, it's going to be tomorrow. I just don't know really what time. It won't be in the evening. It'll most likely be probably mid-afternoon or something like that. Early enough to where, it's a Saturday, so if people want to chill and just watch and chat and everything. But it'll be probably, I don't know, maybe around, I don't know. If I can get away with 11, then I'll do it then. If not, it'll be before 1 p.m., because like I say, what I'll do after that is just finish it right off. I'll do the wave, I'll do the coloring, I'll do the line, the splash, and the bubbles, paint that purplish, and that should be it. And it'll be a done deal. And I'll give the guy a call and see when he wants to take a look at it, if this is what he's looking for, So, but I know he wanted a nice size painting. He likes big painting. This is 24 by 36, so it should be big enough for him. So yeah, I'm looking at maybe 11 o'clock at the earliest, but like I say, before 1. So, do you have anything going on tomorrow, Diana, or is it later on in the afternoon? Okay, I see it now. Okay, cool. All right. Well, you may be able to end up watching 98% of this thing, and it'll be done by then. Way by then, it'll be completed and finished by then. Because I've done pretty much probably 90% of it. So all the 10%, it'll be done tomorrow. So back in the day, I used to just push it and knock it all out, but I don't want to put people through that. They've already been here long enough, really. So, okay, guys. All right. I appreciate you guys. Really do. Thank you very, very much for watching. No, travel, I've been doing this for a minute. Anatomy of all sorts. It's just I haven't really done the inking thing in a while. You know, I'm gonna try to get back into it. You know, so we'll see. All right, guys, let me get up off here. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. I shall see you when I see you. Until next time. Peace.